今日我哋有幸為你播出其中一場精闢嘅開示，主題為師徒之間節目《楞嚴經》4決定清淨明悔的結論和結界建立道場8集之錄，以英文講於2018年12月24日。
Okay, Ananda, when any such monks and nuns or white-robed donor, meaning the lay people who keep the 5 precepts, normally they would wear white robe when they see the Buddha, okay, to symbolize their purity and devotion to the Buddha. They are almost like nuns, it's just a lesser degree. They uphold some precepts, like the 8 precepts, 10 precepts, the 8 vegan way, or the 5 precepts. They call them white robe lay people. At the Dhamma ending age, who can rid their minds of greed and lust, hold the Buddha's pure precepts, and in a Bodhimanda make the vows of the Bodhisattva, etc., etc. I already read that. So Ananda asked how people will be able to stabilize themselves in Bodhimanda, meaning meditation on the enlightened way. So the Buddha say you have to find the cow dung. You have to first find a powerful white ox in snowy mountains, and one that eats the lush and fertile, sweet-smelling grasses of the mountains. Since such an ox also drinks only the pure water of the melted snow river water, its excrement will be very fine. They can take that, mix with the sandalwood and plaster the ground with it, etc., etc. There's more work to do, but I don't think you need it. I am thinking whether or not I read all this to you. Because you have to find also incense, and you have to, because the Buddha say, if it's not in the snowy mountains, then the ox excrement will stink and cannot be used to smear on the ground. In that case, select a level place, dig down 5 feet or so, and use that yellow earth. Also good. Have to be 5 feet under the surface of the earth. Then the soil there will be pure. I don't think I can recommend all this to you because you only want to rely on master power to go to the 5th level. And I think more than that I can't ask you. India is a different place. When people devoted to the Buddha, they really do. And they go to all lengths. And they really want to and they want to become a Buddha and all that. You just want to sit here, listen to me talking with the calendar, and clap and happy, go home, do your business as usual, and pray to Master, and that's all you can do, I think. And eat vegan, of course. But the rest, I don't think, yeah. I don't think you're that eager to become Buddha, the way that the Buddha recommended, if whatever you want to do, if you want to become truly a Buddha and Bodhisattva. I don't think I can ask much of you like that. Or can I? Yes? Yes? No? You really want to find a white ox in the Himalaya mountain and smear their dungs on your ground and the wall and then sit there for 3 weeks on end? Can you do that? Yeah, forget it. I don't need to ask. Okay? 3 weeks no sleep. Of course you can, I know that. I ask you if I can ask you to do that. You say, yes, you can, Master, of course. Okay. I have to confess to you, maybe I also cannot do that. Okay? I have different way to reach whatever heavens I want to reach. And this is for the Indian, okay? The one who rely on the Buddha and have to do this and that. In India, we can do that. In your country, maybe to find a white ox already difficult, yeah? Or to dig under the ground, 5 feet underground to find the yellow earth, a lot of them, enough to make a platform for you and make the wall around you to sit there 3 weeks without sleeping. Just to talk about 3 weeks without sleeping, and no ox, no whites, no nothing yet. Can you? All right, then I don't read any further. Oh my God. A lot of work here. Nevertheless, just pretend that you have done all the preliminary preparation, you know, with the white ox dung and with the sweet eating grass and all that first, okay? And just pretend that you have done all that. And just pretend that you could go without sleep for 3 weeks. Okay, now I read further. And have you burned a lot of incense, etc., etc. And then the 4 sides of the wall you should suspend flags and flowers, and within the room where the platform located should arrange on the 4 walls images of the third come ones and bodhisattvas of the 10 directions. If you can find all their images, okay? That is pretend that you already done all the things that you say you can or not can. And then you have to do all that as well. All the Buddha, Bodhisattva on all your walls. And then in the most prominent place, display image of Vairocana Buddha. I don't know if you can find that. And then Shakyamuni Buddha, that you can find. Maitreya Buddha, you can. Amitabha Buddha, you can. In all the magnificent transformation of Kuan Yin Bodhisattva as well, if you can find them. To the left and right, place the Vajra treasury Bodhisattvas. Beside them display the Lord Chakra and Brahma, Akshurma, Blue Diga, as well as Kundali and Bhrukuti, and all 4 heavenly kings with Vinayaka to the left and right of the door. All this because you don't find a living master. You study with his disciple or some later generation disciples. If they still have the instruction in their heart to tell you, then because the living master, meaning the Buddha is not there anymore, you have to do such and such and such and such and such and such and such, then you can also become enlightened, and the Buddha will appear to you and bless you to be enlightened. That is that. So the living master is easier way for you if you can find one. There's some more. So many Buddha image and Bodhisattva and heavenly being already. Some more coming. In case you want to try. Yeah. Then suspend 8 mirrors in the space around the platform, so that they are exactly opposite the mirrors on the platform. Can you remember all that? No. This will allow the reflections in them to interpenetrate ad infinitum. And during the first 7 days, bow sincerely to the third come ones of the 10 directions. Every day, bow, non-stop. To the great bodhisattvas and to the names of the arhats, if you know all of them, okay? If you can find their names in any sutra or by any chance. But that was just almost immediately, a few hundred years after Buddha died, after the Buddha Nirvana. Now it's too far away already. It's very difficult to trace down all these names of Buddha, Bodhisattva, even if you want to. So a living master is the best, okay? Find one. It's just because the living master are the transmitter directly of enlightenment and blessing. After the living master is gone, the energy diminished as days go by, years go by. So you have to find the living pole who still holds this energy of enlightenment and blessing direct from heaven to give it to you. Only if you don't have a lighter that you have to rub the stones together or do whatever, very hard in order to make fire. If you have a match and lighter, do you still need to do that? No, find the matchbox, find the lighter, okay? Check, quick, immediately. You can light the candle with it, make fire with it. Okay. But nevertheless, I read it all to you. I cut some already. It's very cumbersome and a lot of work to do. I just read some parts so that you know already that it's almost impossible. Yeah, you want to become Buddha when you don't have a guru. Well, that's how you have to do. And it's not the end of it yet, okay? That's the first 7 days you have to do that. Now you don't know the name of all the arhats, the name of all his disciples who has become arhat. You don't know them anymore, okay? You don't know the name of Vairocana Buddha, for example. You don't even know where to find his image. At that time when the Buddha almost just leave for nirvana, they still have all this with his disciples or descendants of disciples. So, throughout the 6 periods of the day and night, continually recite the mantra as you circumambulate the platform. Practice the way, this method, with a sincere mind, reciting the mantra 108 times as a stretch. Not just the first day, but continue. All the 6 periods of the day, doing this and that. And then, during the 2nd week, direct your intent by making the vows of a bodhisattva. The mind should never be cut off from them. In my Vinaya, I have already taught about vows in some of his teaching. He taught about how to make vows to become a bodhisattva, okay? If your intention to become a bodhisattva, how much vow you have to make, how resolute you have to make up your mind with. That's why he didn't mention here again, the bodhisattva vows, okay? During the 3rd week, one holds the Buddha's mantra, Bodhala, for 12 hours at a time. Can you do that? Non-stop, okay? With a single intent. And on the 7th day of the 3rd week, the third come once of the 10 directions will appear simultaneously. Some of you don't do anything like that, and you see the Buddha, the Jesus, even just by sitting after eating the dinner from the public kitchen. So, having transmission from a living master is the quickest way. The lazy people can do it, yeah? I'm not talking about you, I mean any lazy people. I don't mean you're lazy, sorry. Don't mean to offend you. You're good, very diligent. So they will appear to you if you do all that for 3 weeks long, non-stop, single-mindedly, bowing, reciting, meditating, praying, and incense, and etc., and all these formula at one time. If you can't even afford to do that in our busy lifestyle nowadays, so the Buddhas will come and their light will be mutually reflected in the mirrors and will illumine the entire place. And they will rub one on the crowns of one's head. Some of you never know anything like this, don't even heard about it, and still have a lot of Buddha's lights you see everywhere. Yeah? Some of you. So, all right, then you know it. If one cultivates this samadhi in the bodhimanda, then even in the Dharma ending age, one can study and practice until one's body and mind are as pure and clear as Vaidurya. I guess something very pure. What is that in Sanskrit? Vaidurya, you know? Any Indian people? As pure as Vaidurya.
Vaidurya is a stone, Master.
A stone?
Yeah, it's a stone, butt stone.
What kind
Indian butt stone.
Oh, is it clear and transparent? It's
Yes.
like crystal, something like
Yes,
that?
yes.
Okay, got that. Thank you. Thank you.
Mature state of a diamond.
Ah, okay.
After the Vaidurya, it becomes a diamond.
Oh, yeah. All right. That's cool. You want to ask something so urgently?
When I was listening to you at first talk about the different Buddhas and the way to become a Buddha and to go through all of these different rituals, and I was going to say that what you've said, a living master, having you as a master, we can bypass all of these rituals because we can't get to those points anyway. If you can't find all of this, is
No,
not
you don't have
running
time.
for loose ends. But we have you as a living master, and everybody needs a living master to achieve what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
And so that was the point. But then you started touching on these things and cleared that up.
All right. Thank you for your opinion. A valuable advice. Thank you. Yeah, that's what it is. Yes. The Indian people, they know this inside out. Every sutra, every book of Vedas emphasize always living master, living master, living master.
In those days, the gurus are very few. You can count on fingers. That is why all these procedures are available. Right now, we have the Himalayas is right here. So
Except no snow. All right, love. All right, love. I was wondering why you Indian come all the way to Taiwan to find your guru.
that's the quality matter, Master, not quantity.
We have it in India, yes, okay. We don't want to say any comparison, okay? This might be offending. All the gurus should be respected. It depends on your level, you know? If you are not ready to a higher dimension or teaching, then you cannot just blame any master.
Master, I was told by the holy man that I met, he told me that in his own life, he was fortunate enough to meet 5 enlightened masters. And then, when I just spontaneously said, can I meet 5 too? And he closed his eyes and he said, now they're gone, there's only one. He told me very clearly, there's only one.
Oh.
One, meaning there's only one enlightened, fully enlightened master in the world.
Where is that?
I guess you.
Oh, wow. Wow. Whoever told you that, I want to ask him where. Well, thanks to your master, huh? He is a good one. All right. If you believe that, it's good for you. If you have proof for that, good for you. If you don't have proof for that, don't blame me. Huh?